What's going on, guys? Trevor here, and welcome back to another. In today's video, we're reviewing Tonikawa Over the Moon for You. Yeah, before we get to that, guys, I am uploading every single day on Patreon. You guys gotta go over to the Patreon and check it out, please. Do it for me. It's only $1 a month to get access to everything. Every reaction, AMVs, whatever I upload on there. And I upload reactions every single day. Well, almost every day. It's not going to be every single day, but it's going to be a majority of the time I'm upload every day. But yep, let's get straight to the summary for Tonikawa. So Tonikawa is about this guy named NASA that sees this girl, and once he tries to go to talk to her, he gets hit by a truck. Like deadass, he gets hit by a truck. But the girl named Tsukasa gets in front of the truck and saves him, basically. And he basically proposes to her that night, but then he passes out he broke his legs and from blood loss. He passes out, obviously, and he's searched for her for 2 or 3 years. But then one day, she appeared at his door with a marriage certificate, and they took it over to the courthouse, or whatever you want to call it. They get over there, and they are now married, and now they live together. And this is basically their lovey-dovey romantic story, rom-com, of how they live together, and how Tsukasa has this mysterious past that NASA has no idea about, but a lot of her family / people that took her in knows about. Yeah, that's basically what it's about. It's kind of like there's a mystery to it, but it's mainly just like a romance type story. I thought this anime was awesome. I loved it. I had a lot of fun watching it. I watched it over about a week because there's about 30 some episodes to it, because there's like 6 or 7 OVA episodes. There's 2 seasons. So it's a fun watch. I would recommend this one. I'm reading the manga right now. I'm on like chapter 140 or something in the manga. I'm really enjoying this anime. There's a lot of stuff's gonna come up in the anime, so I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna spoil the manga, but I guess I'll spoil some of the anime. But yeah, my favorite character is obviously Tsukasa. I mean, I literally made a whole AMV first. So that's why I'm playing in the background right here. I made an entire AMV for her, so you guys gotta go check that out. If I remember, I'll put it in the description down below. But yeah, I loved her character. Nasa was also cool. There was a lot of good characters. Like the Kaname and Aya. And Chitose was probably my favorite. She was like a tsundere. I like the little tsundere aspect of there. But they should have evolved Nasa's parents more. I feel like they were underutilized. They could have been utilized more. But maybe that was just a design choice. I'm not sure. I guess they did live like hours, 5 or 6 hours apart from each other. So I guess that doesn't make sense. But yep. I'm going to do you guys' favorite character down in the comments. But my favorite scene, so let's get into my favorite scene. My favorite scene had to be, when, I have to think about it. It's actually very funny. My favorite scene is when they're walking back from going to the courthouse to fill in their marriage certificate. Is when they hold hands for the first time. That was my favorite scene, just because it shows how their connection and their bond and their chemistry was already there. Shows how, and when Tsukasa says it's all you can hand holding, like all you can eat buffet, all you can hold hands. I thought that was nice. I thought that was a nice touch. That was my favorite scene. It was like the first 2. It was like in the second episode. But that moment stuck with me because I feel like that's when you know, okay, they're for real. That was my favorite scene. I also like the camping part. That was also pretty good. When they got a little bit more flirtatious, I guess you could say, they got comfortable. Yeah, I did. One thing I didn't like though is how their house just burned down just because they wanted to burn down like their apartment did. I didn't really understand why they did that, but that was just my thoughts on that. So yeah, but let me know your guys' thoughts on it and your favorite scene. I don't really know. I enjoyed this whole anime. I mean, the OVA was alright. I wasn't a big fan of the school OVA. Because there was a lot more like, I guess it was the OVA was about them being about NASA being at the school, but I like the moments where Tsukasa and NASA together. So maybe that's why I didn't like it. I'm not sure. Maybe I was getting bored of it because I watched 30 episodes straight of just this anime without watching anything else. So maybe that's why. But yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah. So my final review for this anime, I'm debating between an 8 and an 8.5. This is the kind of anime I like to watch. I either like some hardcore like serious drama, or I like some like nice wholesome slice of life stuff. So it's some I like that kind of stuff. I'm more into the more realistic, not really realistic, but the more you know what I'm trying to say, the more human ish stuff. I obviously love my shonens, and I'm watching Mecha show. I'm watching Gundam, Witch of Mercury right now as I'm recording this. So yeah, I just thought that's just what I thought. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the anime below. I'm gonna go with 8.5 just because I liked it so much. I started reading the manga, and I think this leaves off around like chapter 100, 115 or something like that. I don't know. I read about 20 chapters after the anime, and there's totally enough content for season 3. So hopefully there's a season 3 that comes out next year or within the next couple of years, because it took 3 years to get a season 2. But also you have to think about COVID and all that stuff. There was a lot of stuff going on at that time that this anime aired. So I guess I can forgive them for that. But yeah, I hope this anime needs a season 3 because I think this anime works better as an anime instead of a manga. It's not really, the manga is good. It's the source material, so it has to be good if the anime is good. But I feel like the anime perfects the source material. If that makes any sense. I prefer the anime over the source material. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the Patreon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.